Kerry Hatzianestis from Century 21 Elite is our guest today in our Rockend Rockstars. Kerry's been a real estate principal in the St George area of Sydney since 1990. He's almost as old as me. He's a bit of an all-rounder. He's involved in sales, in property management, and in administration. G'day, Kerry. I didn't mean to insult you there, my friend. I think you're actually much younger than me, but anyway. So.
No, that's okay. Yeah, it's all, next year will be 30 years. So just, time has flown. So.
Yeah. You've seen a lot of changes in that time too. Mate, I want to ask you about your business and the area that you work in. Tell us a little bit about Century 21 and also the area that you work in.
Yeah, we changed to Century 21 about a year and a half ago. We used to be with a hooker brand, which was also very good. But Cobra here is about 14 k's from the Sydney CBD. We're very close to the airport. It's the home of I don't know if you know, the St George Illawarra Dragons in the NRL, and also Sydney FC plays here in the A-League. But the demographics here is about 30% of the population are born here, so we have a large migrant population. Mm. And in saying that, 50% is probably in investment properties. And in the last 3-4 years, the council has really approved a lot of new developments. So we're seeing a lot of new high-rises popping up everywhere. And the next couple of years, I think we've got another couple of thousand due.
That's incredible. It's predominantly a unit area, isn't it? I mean, predominantly units in your area. Yeah.
With most of our investment properties are units.
Yeah.
And there's more going on, you know.
Yeah, and that's reflected, I guess, in the fact that 50% of your stock is investor stock as well. That probably brings about a few challenges for it. At the opening, Kerry, I said that you're a bit of an all-rounder. You're involved in sales, property management and administration. Tell me how you divide your day.
Well, first thing is, drop off the kids to school. So my day's sort of, dropping off kids and picking up kids. So look, I do mainly the trust accounting for the office. So I do all the receipting, the bank rec in the mornings. I do the commercial rent roll. So all the commercial properties I look after myself. And, we help out. My brother does sales in the sales department, so I help out with sales a little bit if I can. But, nothing is set in stone. Every day is different, so I just do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, fair enough. Can we just talk about the last 12 months? You mentioned there that you changed brands in the last 18 months. The last 12 months, 2019, how's that been for the business and how's the growth been for you?
Look, we had a bit of growth with C21. They're an international brand. So I didn't believe it, but I had a lot of my Asian clients, particularly Chinese clients, said to me, I've got a Century 21 office in our area, So that's helped us a little bit there, but obviously a lot of new stock has hit the market, so we've been able to pick up that, and again, it's been a challenge because there has been too much stock. But again, if you do your job well, provide a good service, it'll always grow.
Yeah, would it be fair to say that given 50% of your portfolio is investor stock, that a lot of your communication is either online? You're obviously dealing with, remote owners. Is that a fair comment?
It is, yeah. We have a lady just dealing with her the other day from Singapore, and she loves, the fact that we can just go on our Property Tree portal there and communicate, and anybody in the office can see that communication as well. So, but look, technology, as you know, has made us talk to people anywhere in the world, so it's right. So easy.
Yeah, I do want to talk to you about technology in a moment. Before I do, let's talk about the next 12 months, as we head into 2020, at the time we're talking to you now. It probably will be 2020 by the time we get this to air, but what do you see as ahead for 2020 for your business, and how are you going to be growing the business?
Look, I think, again, if you provide good service, the new business will come. With all this technology we've got, Our PMs now have got more time. We might even look at hiring maybe a part-time BDM to help us, because honestly the technology these days has freed up a lot of this time for us. So we're looking at maybe getting a BDM, but our property managers, they're very experienced. My staff have been here all over 10 years. So our landlords know us. They've known us for so long. They're giving us new business. We've had landlords that started with one property, now they've got 2 or 3, and we've got landlords that have bought in other areas outside of our St. George area that still want us to manage their properties. So, look, if you're happy, if your staff's happy, I think, and they're doing a good job, it'll just grow.
Yeah, interesting, isn't it? I mean, the growth in your business in the next 12 months, is it helping your existing investors grow their portfolio? Is that what I'm hearing from you? Do you do a lot of that kind of work?
Well, we do. We used to do a lot of syndication. We used to have a lot of clients that we used to put them together and buy investment properties. And, we had one group from 20 years ago that started. Now they've got, a dozen properties with us. So it's, look, I mean, the interest rates are so low these days that, if you've got a good job, you can get a good loan, everyone's buying property. So it's a matter of renting it out for them, providing a good service, good rate of return, and, things will happen from there.
Yeah, you mentioned that your property managers have been with you for some time, as long as a decade or so. How are they? They've obviously got a good relationship with their landlords. How do you experience any pressure on fees at all? And if so, how do you handle that?
With fees, I mean, when we go see landlords and we say to them, look, I've got 30 years experience, or my property manager's got 15 years experience, and the service that we're going to provide for you, warrants those fees. We now sort of charge one flat fee for everybody. So we say to them that, we charge the same fee to all our landlords. We're not charging lower, higher. We don't like to negotiate on fees. We believe that our service is superior, and also our, we're just more experienced in negotiating for them. We know we've been doing it for so long that, we know what we're doing. So, I just, again, it's about selling yourself. We're educated. All the girls here are up to date in all the new legislation that's happening. And again, just about service. Service. That's all it is.
It's obviously, I'm talking to someone who's got a very mature business, and you can tell that the answer to some of these questions, your answers. Can we talk about technology for a moment? Because that's a whole new world for someone like you and I. Is technology playing much of a part in your business?
It's revolutionised it. We went to Property Tree. We were with Rest for so long, and then my staff are all female, so they're they're mothers. We've got one on maternity leave at the moment, so we switched to Property Tree about 10 months ago, just to give us that cloud-based, that flexibility that the staff can work from home. Again, I've got staff that drop off kids at school, and they might come a little bit later. So again, they can work from wherever. I mean, I was on the Gold Coast last week, and I was doing my receipting every morning on my iPad, at breakfast. I did, in July, I was in Europe, and I did my end of month from Greece, so.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Those things couldn't happen in the old days. So, I remember doing the old receipting and manual ledgers and going to the bank and, going to the local council and paying, 100 council rates, things like that. So technology it's revolutionised.
Yeah, it's really good to step back and remember some of those times too, going to the bank at the end of a trading day and dropping off a big bag, of money. I mean, things have changed so much, and it's all happened fairly quickly too. Can I ask you about another aspect of technology, and that's artificial intelligence? Are you looking at that? Is that going to play a part in your business, do you feel?
Look, I'm a very, hands-on. I mean, we like the personal touch. I know a lot of people are going offshore and things like that. About me, it's all about, human relationships, ringing, talking to them, having a good relationship with our clients. With the technology these days, it's made our job so much easier. So, the property managers have got spare time now to ring landlords, talk to them, ask them where they're going. Are they looking at buying something else? Have they got any other properties? Things like that. But I've had a small business for a long time. I've always employed local people. I like to keep the money in the country, so if I'm paying wages to somebody, that money's staying in this country. That's just my take on it. So,
what about social media, Kerry? Can we talk about that? Are you involved in that? Is your team active on social media?
Yeah, we're not huge on it. We have started a little bit. We do a little bit on Instagram, but in saying that, again, it's all about the personal touch. I mean, when people go and brag about themselves on social media and all the rest of it, unless you can show that to your clients, the actual results, what you're actually doing. Look, it's something that maybe we might look at increasing in the new year or something, but most of our business comes from referrals. That's how we organically grow our rent roll. We've never bought a rent roll, so it's just a matter of referrals, good service, and you'll get the business.
What about tech for you personally? Is there any piece of tech? Because I know when we were setting this up, you were talking about your iPhone, your iPad. Is there any piece of tech you couldn't be without?
Look, I know my daughters can't be without their iPhones, but the iPhone, the iPad, like I said, I didn't end a month, in Greece. No problems, ran smoothly, took 5-10 minutes, it was all done. But I mean, all this technology we've got now, with Property Tree and, Inspection Manager and Flick It Over, everything's so easy now. So, But with the phone, I can do everything on my iPhone. So I can see where we're up to. I can look at my arrears on my iPhone. I can do, So, look, I think the iPhone, the iPad, I love those. Kerry, I don't think I could live without it.
Yeah, good on you, mate. Hey, last question for you. Who inspires you, mate? Who keeps you motivated? What do you...
Oh, I think my daughters.
Well, they probably keep you poor, do they?
Yeah, look, I'm hoping one day that they might come into the business. At this stage, a little bit younger, but maybe they can start some Saturday work. But look, no one in particular. I've got a really good bunch of friends, some really, really good colleagues that, just in general, my parents inspire me. They've had a good run in life. So, but in general, just a really good bunch of friends, and I've got good staff, and just seeing them do the work every day just makes my life so easy.
Kerry Hatzianestis has been my guest. Kerry is from Century 21. Kerry, thanks so much for your time, my friend. All the best, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks, Kevin.